Oh, welcome back, heroes. Welcome back. It's gonna be one of those days I feel with my sinuses, man. But, alright. So, yesterday, before we ended, we got to level 24. We're about halfway to 25. We are almost done with the Barrens. We've ended up getting a quest to go to Stone Talon Mountains. We've also gotten one to go to Ashenvale. We don't want either of those, honestly, because we want to go to Thousand Needles. So we're still doing quests for Southern Barrens. We're going to go turn that in on the way there. But we got to go get the Stolen Silver first. So that is where we are headed next on our hardcore adventure. All right. It's such a long run. This is the downside to vanilla, man. We have no flying mounts. Speed mount or ground mounts are slower than molasses. Even though we've upgraded it, like we're still only going 60% increase. And even if I had the 480 or 580 gold to get the next level of speed, that only puts us to 100% increased movement speed. So it's not really that much faster. Okay. Here we are. Finally at our destination. So we're looking for stolen silver, and then I believe we have to go back up to Crossroads to then come way down here.
Ability isn't ready yet.
Okay, it's on the other side of this hill.
Cast that yet. Get closer. Do that yet.
Oh, we hit him so hard we knocked him into the ground. Alright, let's put on our haste and XP now. gotta love when it just decides that it's gonna be a black screen on Twitch. But I always gotta double check because sometimes it it doesn't like to do what it's supposed to do. And therefore, I'm behind. Like, I'll stream for a while and get no actual usage material out of it. Like, I had to delete an hour-long video the other day because there was literally no picture. There was plenty of sound, but there just wasn't any picture for people on Twitch. And it's like, bro. There's our stolen silver. Now it wants us to go turn that back in over there. We're actually going to run down and go ahead and do the turn in here and the solithid eggs first. Because I'd rather, since we're already down here, I'd rather just try and do this stuff than go way back up here to then run way back down here. So if we were able to move around the map a lot easier, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, I would go back up here and then go down here, but you know. And the only real downside to doing this hardcore challenge is just how slow we end up leveling, because we can't do dungeons. Like, that's kind of the frustrating part. I understand it. Who the heck wants to do a hardcore challenge and do dungeons? You know what I mean? Like, I see a chest over there. Buddy, that's gonna be copper. We don't need it. We actually just need silver now. Let's see, that's still green. So we'll pick up 10 just because it is green. There's a chance that it could level us on mining. I think silver is at 100, which we're already at, so we should be okay there. That's more tin on the other side. Hi, big giraffe. Ooh, 2 tin nodes back to back. I love it. Downside is we can no longer get points from bronze. We gotta get points from silver. Okay. And away we go. To go get water before we start doing this. Ow. So far though, this build has been pretty useful. you know, we're keeping our hit rating up pretty high. Our agility is pretty stacked right this minute too. Now, granted, we are wearing all bind on account gears, so we're not really having to worry about it. But I'm actually liking the fact that we are doing as much damage as we are doing as we're going. So that is a plus there. And there's a whole bunch of quests we can do here.
How?
Let's see. Let's look at this. Oh, we can do that real fast. Here. Scroll. Known. There. That quest is done.
I've been expecting.
Let's see here then. We've got... We know we're not going to Ashenvale, so we can go ahead and abandon that quest. We know we're not going to go to Stone Talon, so we can abandon that quest. We can go back up and turn that in here in a minute. Okay. Alright.
Well,
I'm just going to pick up some of these quests here. The more quests we pick up, the more quests that we do, the easier it is. Show me where can I fly. Alright, and now we can fly to, so that will make it easier when we need to turn in that quest, because we can fly back and forth.
the winds guide you.
And then this guy wants us to go to Crossroads anyway. So now I've got 2 quests in the Crossroads to do.
Taurajo. Strength.
Okay. So as you can see, I've got now a whole bunch of quests right here. So we're actually going to go right up over here. Start this one, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll turn everything in here, fly up to Crossroads. And that wants us to go to Thunderbluff again.
That's recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, we do so much damage, it's great.
I can't cast that yet. It's too far away. I need a target. That spell isn't ready yet.
What am I missing? Thornweavers and Geomancers. Okay. Thornweavers and Geomancers.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. I'm out of range.
I wish all this was silver, but I'll take what we get.
I don't have a target. I need to get closer. That's still recharging.
There's our level.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Thornweaver.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Thornweaver. This is slightly infuriating. Okay, keep going up this way, I guess. Because I haven't seen any geomancers. Which is kind of weird. Oh, here's the geomancer. He's a geomancer and he threw a fireball at me.
I need to get closer. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet.
They get one shot off and then they're toast.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay. Don't see any more geomancers over here. So now we'll go back up that way because where those roots are, anywhere you see these roots, you're always going to find these guys. So we'll go up and back this way.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Ooh, we need to sell. Like, I'd really like to know what these blood shards are for, or if they're for anything at all. Because doing these quests with these guys here, all these guys are dropping blood shards.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. Ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I'm out of reach.
So that is a rare. So yeah, I'm taking him down. There we go. It's 10. I don't really want to go for that. Okay. Let's mount up. Because now we just need to run back and hope that the other guys, the Thorn Weavers or whatever the heck they're called, have respawned. Yeah, Thorn Weaver. And then we've got Ishmuhail. And then we've got the Slithid Eggs. And then we've got the Weapon of Choice quest. We're not doing too bad, honestly. We just hit 25. I'm going to wait till we get closer to town before we try and do our skill point, though. Two more. They'll be right over there. Look at that's one right there.
I need to get closer.
Okay. Now let's head back towards town so that we can put our skill point in without worry of accidentally getting attacked. And then we will continue on with the Ishmael Fang. Now here's what has me a little worried. Like, I may have to go search for this dude. We'll have to read the quest for Ishmael. Honestly, like, I'm not worried about these green quests because they're not going to give us as much XP as we want. All right. So we did get the increase damage and crit by precision strike, and we did get the increased crit chance against our target when we use hunting shot. So we can get serrated shot, right? Which will give us the 1 point we need for this. We could get War Master's Arrow, which, meh, I'm not. Powerful shot that deals weapon damage plus 40. Like, that doesn't even sound. Because, like, this one right here does weapon damage plus 10, but it hits multiple targets, and now it increases our crit damage against the original target. Or no. Yeah, against the target by 10% for 12 seconds. So if it doesn't die in the first volley, we can pummel it with other arrows and get higher crit chance on it. So that's a plus, right? Or you have the Marksman's Quiver, but we like the explosion damage on Quiver. This just has a chance to generate more stacks of archery points, which are meh. We're generating them just fine. So I'm thinking serrated shot. This will give us a bleed over time. Hunting shot now causes your next serrated shot to explode on impact, hitting up to 5 targets. We're trying to not, like, that would be good if we were doing just a normal playthrough, because then we'd be able to do that in groups. So really not great for us. Reduces the cooldown of backstep. Venomous shot, leaving elude. Now shoots a poisonous arrow at a nearby target within 30 yards, dealing 25 nature damage plus an additional 25 every 1.5 seconds, and reducing movement speed by 30% for 12 seconds. Devastating shots. Increases the critical strike chance and critical damage of skull piercer shot and precision shot by 5%. That's a must-have. So we're actually going to go ahead and just put a point here, because we want to get devastating shot. So that will be, like, we're not going to be using Marksman's Quiver, but we will use devastating shot, because that increases our damage. And I guess while we're here, we'll go turn this quest in. Oh, that's why it's it. We just have to find one of those stupid zebra things. So I figured out what the blood shards are used for. You apparently need them to give buffs. Like, we just got this one. Agamon's agility, so our agility is now increased by 10. Alright, so we just need to find a zebra and take it down real quick. Here's zebra things. Okay, come on. Come on. There's one.
I'm out of range.
Okay, that didn't give me what I wanted, apparently.
It's too far away. I can't pass that yet. I can't carry anymore.
Oh, well, that's a problem. Okay. Oh, man, it's way up there. Alright, so we're gonna have to fly. Now we'll run back to town, take the flight point to Crossroads, so we can turn that stuff in. See, like, this is the stuff that frustrates me, man. Actually, let's just run to town real quick, sell, then we'll do the Silithid eggs, because I believe the Silithid eggs require us to go back up there anyway, so. Yay, we've got way more wool cloth now. Crude leather. Oh, it's because I have over a stack of 100. We'll just sell that, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. Don't need you. We can get rid of that. Don't need you, because I have a way to heal way faster and better. And your light leather, don't need you either. Alright, you're a quest item, you're a quest item. That's fine, I can get rid of that. Okay. Whew. I want bags. Let's open these real quick. Yo, that's a good find right there, buddy. Like, we're not gonna do it because I don't want to lose all that other stuff, but
Looking for something special?
had we been doing this without bind on account gear, that would have been a dope find. That would have been amazing. Alright, so now we're headed down here to get the solithid eggs before we go back up there. And we now have stuff to where we can make 10 more bolts of woolen cloth. So, still need to get way more of that, honestly. Alright, we got 3 minutes left on our buffs. We gotta be careful because there is, yeah, these guys right here. So those dudes are level 25. They're all rare. There's 4 of them. And they will absolutely mess me up. And I do not want to fight them. Like, period in the story. Do not want to fight them. That right there would be the end of us. Like, no lie. There's no way we can take on all 4 of those. We're doing a ton of damage, yes. 100% we're doing a ton of damage. But they would absolutely end us.
I can't cast that yet. I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's not in.
We got 1 egg out of that. Oh, this is gonna take forever.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet. That still is not in. I can't cast that yet. Do that yet. That spell isn't ready. Got steel recharging.
Oh, that sounds fun. Taco Bell's doing a Tuesday special today on our mobile app. And there's like 6 or 7 items that you can all get for $1 to the first 50,000 people. Here's the problem when they do these things. It's the first 50,000 people nationwide. Not per state, not per town, not per whatever. It's nationwide. First 50,000 people to turn it in at whatever time the event goes live. They get those items for $1. So then you get people that come through our drive-thru and they're all, you know, like, the app's not letting me do this thing. And it's like, well, yeah, because it's over. Like, it's only 50,000 people, bro. God, we're only at 4 eggs, man. Now I gotta go on the other side. This is so annoying. If we didn't need the XP, man, I'd be like, fuck this quest. Seven more eggs. Like, we're getting plenty of XP doing this. It's just... It's like, golly, man, you know? It'd be nice if, like, you could get more than one egg out of these stupid hills. Alright, he's stuck in the hills, so... Or if, for example, like if you could get eggs off of these guys, it would make it more beneficial. But no, you can only get one egg out of one of these stupid stacks. Go. That's 26.
I need to get closer.
9 of 12.
I'm out of
need one more finally.
Far away. Got steel recharging.
And there should be one, I think, right on the other side of this hill too. Yep, there it is. Oh, where?
Got steel recharging.
Hit this just to be on the safe side here. Boom. Alright, there's all those. And yeah, that makes us go all the way up there. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna hearth. That will make it go faster. Just hearth, turn all this stuff in.
Go with honor.
Go with honor.
Strength and honor.
Supplies to the Crossroads. Bro, we already did. I'm not doing that again. The disruption ends. Kill 8 Razorman Geomancers, 8 Razorman Defenders, and Creening Snarl Snout. We did this one too!
For the horde.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Those are gonna be... No, I think we abandoned those because they weren't gonna give us any XP. I think that's what it was. Dirk strikes with Skull Piercer shot. Reduces cooldown of Ballista shot and Whip Vine Arrow by 3 seconds. What the heck is Whip Vine Arrow? Oh, it's damage over time. We need that skill. So in order to get to that skill, we have to have backstep. Because like that's actually really good. Let's see what's the other one. Backstep, yeah, I don't care about that. So Skull Piercer shot, which is our main damage ability. It's our hardest hitting one. Used with 5 archery points, now increases physical damage by 3% and critical strike chance again is increased by 3%, stacking 2 times for 12 seconds. So if we can get Skull Piercer shot, this one right here, to basically proc twice within 12 seconds, the second shot is going to do a ton of damage. All right, we're actually going to take the Flight Master. What, huh? Who else do we need to talk to? Oh, he's over there. All right, so we're going to take the Flight Master back down to the other camp. And then we will do... or actually, no, we're not even going to do that. We got to go over there and grab that guy first. Then we can fly back down. Later. Now, I will say the only real frustrating thing that I have to say about hardcore currently, because we haven't really had much of a challenge, though we are playing a lot more carefully than I normally would. The only real frustrating thing is just how slow it levels, right? Because we're at, we're only at level 26, and we're probably 4 hours, 5 hours of gameplay. What's crazy is, like, used to I could go, like, play time, I think is what it was. Or is it time play? No. /player? No. There used to be a / command that you could do, and it would tell you how much playtime you have on an individual character. And I don't remember the / command for it. But I want to say, like, I could go look at all the streams since we started this hardcore, but we're probably you know, 4 or 5 hours into this character, and we're only level 26. Had we been doing this out of hardcore to where we could do dungeons and stuff, we'd probably be in our 50s, if not already max level. That's not what I wanted. Actually, that's a pretty dope skill. That can stay on my bar. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da, boom, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, boom, boom. There he is. Okay. Yep, see? Now we need to go turn it in down there. So what we're going to do is, and actually, Metter sends word. Meller, not Metter. Meller sends word. And that's still a red quest, which means it's supposed to give us a ton of XP. And here goes our mouse again. I don't understand what's going on. It's got to be something with the game, because none of my other games are doing this, where my mouse just starts to bug out. You know what I mean? There we go. Ugh. It's easier if I go to the Flight Master. We're already up to 50 gold, which is nice. We've made 6 just this episode. Honestly, maybe instead of just calling it a stream, maybe we should just call it an episode. Go back and rename all the streams. Episode 1, Hardcore. Let's see. Is there really anything I need to... Yeah, can't do that, can't do that. Seek out the source of the mysterious contact at Lake Felham in Ashenvale. No thanks. Interesting. We can't look up the Path of Ascension for whatever reason though. Alright, and we are headed to Camp Taurajo. I wish I could find some people that also stream that play this game that would be willing to do challenges and stuff with me. You know what I mean? Because the problem is like I've looked on Twitch and I've looked on YouTube, and there's really no one playing this version of the game anyway. Everybody's playing wild card or free pick, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not bashing. Like they play it and they seem to have success doing it. But for me, I like playing these new classes. You know what I mean? All right.
What brings you here?
Enraged Thunder Lizards. Bring 3 Thunder Lizard blood to join. Okay.
May the eternal sun shine.
And those are like literally all of them are right outside of camp. I don't even know why I clicked that. What it does is, so if you haven't seen it, this is a Horn of Endurance. Every time you hit something, you get 30%. There's a 30% chance to heal based on the damage you do.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet.
There's all three bloods.
Greetings.
Cry of the Thunderhawk. Find and slay Thunderhawk. Return its wings to join. Okay. Where the heck is this thing? Oh, he's got another quest too. The Ashenvale Hunt. No, we're not going to Ashenvale. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. So we're looking for one of those stupid winged serpents. Now watch, now that I'm looking for the dang thing, we probably won't, oh, it says there's, should be some over there. I was gonna say, watch, now that we need one of the stupid winged serpents, we won't find one for a hot minute. It's usually my luck. Oh.
That's still recharging.
That was a fast quest. I'd really like to know why my mouse is doing that. It's almost like it's trying to move faster than it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm barely moving my mouse, and it still blinks out of existence.
Ow. Go for it.
We're not going there. Okay. Let's see. That's still red. Let's go turn this in real quick just to see how much XP that will give us. Where the heck? Oh, he's up here. I was like, bro, we just used the Flight Master. Where the heck did he go?
What brings you here?
Show me where I can fly. Thunderbluff, please. What's up, Max? My Spanish is terrible, boss man, but hola, ¿cómo estás? That's about the extent of my Spanish, which is terrible since I live in Texas, and I'd say probably about 50% of the populace speaks Spanish down here, so. I don't get why my mouse is doing that. That frustrates me, man. Wait, let's see. Is there a video? None of that changed, so I don't understand why our mouse is just like, and it wasn't doing that when we first started streaming either. It waits for about the hour mark, and then my mouse just starts to go stupid. Let's see, where do I turn this? Over there. Guardian trainer. That armor looks pretty tight though. Maybe that's the next thing that we try if this guy gets to 60 or bites the dust, is we try a tank. You want to talk about leveling super slow. Alright, here we go. Talk to this dude.
What brings you here?
At times we hunt for food, at times we find Steel Snap, find him and defeat him. Bring Steel Snap's rib to me to stone hoof him. Okay, but where's the quest take me? That's what I want to know. Oh, that takes me into Thousand Needles. Yeah. Sweet, that's our first quest in a Thousand Needles. I'll hold on to this. Like if it wasn't going to be, you know, if it was Ashen Vale or Stone Talon, like we would have not picked it up, but it takes us into where we're wanting to go, so. Like, look at all these quests here in Thunder Bluff, man. And what's crazy is we still haven't found another class quest for this guy. So I don't know if there's only ever going to be one class quest.
Tell me I hate you.
Show me where I can fly. We need to go to camp. So, I don't know. Ugh. The boring part of the game. Oh no. Where we have to fly back and forth. I'm officially out of water. Oh, who died? A level 7 Pyromancer was taking on a level 10 Prairie Wolf Alpha. And he was doing an Iron Man Resolute 1 XP challenge. So, that's rough. So, like the Iron Man challenge, first of all, he was doing the first Iron Man challenge right here, right? So, embrace the lonely mantle of Iron Man, a symbol of self-reliance and determination, set forth into the unforgiving wilds of Azeroth and overcome. With only one life, no allies to aid you, and no respite from the grueling demands of Azeroth, will you rise above. So he was doing this one where he could only play by himself, right? Like, I'm in hardcore. I can play with other people if I want. But he was playing this one. And then he added, so he went to Iron Man, and he was doing that one. And then he went over here to challenges, and he also put up where is it? Is it under? have sworn it was in here. Search. 1. No, that's weird. We're on hardcore. Like if we do partner up, you get so like challenges. Like this one here, we can't use any mounts, right? The Titans have given you 2 legs. You intend to use them. You are unable to mount for your entire adventure. Right? Solitary struggle. Bird up. No thanks. That's flying mounts, which is easy. Oh no, that's flight pass. Never mind. No tinkering with, or no thinking with portals. Jury duty. But he did the one where it only gives you. Is that still under trials then? There's one that gives you only 1 X. Yeah, Resolute 1 XP. So the ultimate test of grind and determination: 1 life, times 1 classic experience, and the world of danger awaiting you to take down. So you only. So we technically are getting accelerated XP, not because of our gear, but because they increased how much XP you get doing quests. And we're gonna go grab that. As long as this is not a, as long as it's not a dungeon that it's wanting me to go into, we should be all right. Right to Orgrimmar, yeah, we could do that. That's fine. Weapons of choice, betrayal within. No, we're good. But okay. I thought somebody messaged. What was I saying? Oh, so the Resolute 1 XP, like we're getting boosted XP already anyway, just for the type of game mode that we are in. We're just playing normal hardcore. If we did hardcore Resolute 1 XP, then everything gets dropped back down to the bare minimum XP that it can give you, which would be as if you were playing this truly vanilla. So you don't level as quickly. By the time you're out of the starting zone, you're probably level 5, maybe. Like I've attempted it once, and even with all the buy non-account gear that I could wear, I think I got to level 5 before. Like I went and did, it was an orc, but I did all of the Valley of Trials, and I just made it to Sinjin Village, and I think I just hit level 5. When normally I'm hitting level 10 as I'm getting to that village, or like 1 quest in. And so like it gets rough real fast. All right, we got to be careful because those elites can be anywhere over here. And we do not want to fight those elites. Not seeing them, which is a plus. Now, if we had like a group of people to take that thing down, absolutely. I would 100% join a group of people to take down those elites. You know what I mean? What do you want? Gain Stone Spire? Quest?
Well met.
Drive the dwarves from Bale excavation by force and bring me the journal of their leader. Sure, we'll grab that quest. Why not? I don't know where that is. Oh, it's just on the other side of where we're questing anyway. Sounds like a plan. Go. What the? That's a rare. But it's 4 Kodos all on top of each other, man. Should we risk it? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going for it. I want that rare.
I can't cast that yet.
6. Got that. Whoo! That's a programmer move, man. Yeah, buddy. That should tell you how pro we are, man. Yeah. And now I need your head, sir. Alright, now we head over this way.
That's still recharging.
There's a chest over there. Anything for more gold.
That's still recharging.
That's the way I look at it. His head, and now we've got one way over there that we gotta grab. Another elite. We need a war shield. That's copper, we don't need it. Wait a minute. Is serrated arrow not something that we have to... interesting. All right, so we wanted devastate. No, we wanted spirit shot. Fire several arrows hitting up to 8 targets. Now increase the critical strike chance and critical damage of skull piercing shot and precision. Yes. We're already getting serrated damage just on quick shot, which is weird. See, like, watch.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Oh, well, I thought we were, but now we're not. That's weird. But alright.
I can't cast that yet.
There it is.
That's recharging. It's too far away. I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. I need to get closer. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That ability isn't ready yet.
Great.
Inventory is full.
There we go. Whew. That would explain why all these guys are still sparkly. And we're getting to the part where my computer is starting to freak out. We need a war shield. But I don't know what we need to take down for a war shield. None of these dudes are wearing shields. Is that guy wearing a shield? No, he's got like a knapsack or something on.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
These are all pathfinders. Let's go take on one of the frenzy guys again. So I already have the backstabber, so I don't need another one of those. See, like that guy looks like he has a shield on, but he doesn't. Beyond the Field of the Giants have no skilled blacksmiths from what I'm told, but they've apparently started to develop sturdier weapons. I'd like to get a hands a few different types to learn their technique if possible. If you wish to help to bring honor to the Horde, then bring me examples of the weapons. Find me a dagger from their stalkers, a wand from their seers, and a shield from their war frenzies. So yeah, it's the war frenzies that are supposed to drop shields. There we go. Alright, our inventory is full. Plus, the screen is really starting to have issues. I think what it will do is we're gonna go run to turn this stuff in. And then I'm going to exit the game and come back into the game and see if that fixes this mouse issue temporarily, because it's just getting worse. And it's making to where if I move my mouse and try and move my guy at all, I get massive lag. I know it's dangerous to not be on the road because of all these enemies, but the patch of road that we're nearest is the one where, here, I'd rather take on a heckler soldier than anything else. But this patch of road is where those elites can show up, and I really don't want to pick a fight with them if they're roaming around still. I don't know if anybody's taken them down. I haven't seen a message pop up that they've been taken down. But as pro as I feel after taking down that elite and those Kodos, there is no way we are going to try and take down these guys. I'm hoping basically resetting the game will fix my mouse issue, because I have no idea what's causing it. That's the problem. And it's not like that when we first start playing either. It's usually right around the hour-ish mark lately where we're getting this like latency problem with our mouse. So maybe it just requires us to completely log out and log back in to fix it. If any of you guys know what's going on, please let me know. Like, because it's driving me up the wall. Here you go, blacksmith man.
Speak, friend.
Oh, nah, I forgot I'm full. We gotta sell first. I got that guy right there. Alright, before I accidentally sell the quest items, because they're not being listed as quest items. See? We will turn this quest in first.
Go forth to victory.
A new ore sample. Find an unrefined ore sample on a grave snout digger or surveyor and bring it. Okay.
May your blades never dull.
That's fine. We can do that quest. We're gonna do it after blah, 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 blah. We will do that after we reset the server. Well, not reset the server. My apologies. After we log out and log back in, and hope that this fixes the mouse issue that we're currently experiencing. that dude wanted all the skulls. Let's turn that in, and then we can log out, log back in. Taylor said to Thork and Crossroads, troll. He should know what has happened to my tribe without any words. Not that he would believe Mangletooth helped in such things, but I am sure he'll reward you that you carried out such a great deed. I will continue to bless you with Agamon's power for as long as I remain in this cage. Until then, farewell. Alright, that just makes us go back to Crossroads. Okay. Stand here. And we will be right back on screen, so give me half a second. So we're gonna go exit game. Because, like, without the game being up, my mouse is working just fine. Just fine. It's just when I, for whatever reason, the game decides, hey, we're gonna have issues with your mouse. Also, this is actually getting pretty crazy. This is like day 3 or 4 now that we haven't had an update. No, sorry, 2 or 3 that we haven't had an update on the PTR, which is crazy. All right, and we're back on. But see, like, mouse isn't doing anything crazy. It's behaving like a normal mouse right now. We're about to find out when the game loads. It might just be that there's too much going on. Yeah, see? Mouse is just fine. I don't know what it is. I don't get it at all. Okay. Before we do that, though, I just noticed that we had a ton of materials for tailoring. So we're going to do that real quick. Create all. We can make 14 of those, which means we should be able to make a few of these bracers, or sorry, shoulder plates. Oh man. Able to make 4. We're 316 XP. I'll take it. Dang, even with the crafting buff at 17%, that still took a hot second.
Hail. Go in peace.
Okay.
Greetings.
We're actually going to just sell. We don't need copper bars anymore. Or bronze. Don't need 10 anymore. We'll keep the fine thread for now. Just trying to make room in our bag here.
Ancestors watch
Okay,
over you.
up to 60 gold. Okay. Let's proc these real quick. It is, what's the time? 12:30? Alright, hold on. Work's yelling at me. What's up? Well, the problem there, Christina, is I'm not at work for another 2.5 hours, so somebody else can go do it. All right. Let's continue on our little journey here. We still need to go transmog our stuff, but all right. So we have unrefined. Where'd it go? Unrefined ore sample and Gon's reclamation. The ore sample is also in Thousand Needles. And then, so we've got this one. This is our last quest, and I know there's a guy that will give us a quest as we head into Thousand Needles. So that's good there. Goodness gracious. People, aside from that one guy that died 12 hours ago, it looks like most people are doing pretty okay doing these hardcore challenges, or not that many people are doing them. Like, I was doing a free pick the other day. You'd pull up the map and there would just be marks everywhere of people that were doing the hardcore challenge or Iron Man challenge and just getting obliterated. But that's the thing, is like, I think a lot of people take the hardcore challenge or the Iron Man challenge because they've leveled another character and they were like, oh, it's super easy. Like, oh, yeah. But I don't think people realize that when you know that you can die and just run back to your corpse and continue on your quest, there's less worry. But when you realize that, hey, if I die, I'm done. Like, if this guy bites the bullet right now at level 27, it's like, okay, thanks for playing. Like, you made it to 27. Good job, dude. Start again. You know what I mean? But that's where I come from. Like, the very first major game I played was Diablo. And that was hardcore. That's all we played was hardcore on Diablo 2. Because the way we looked at it was like, softcore, really? Come on, man. Like, you know. And we did the seasons. Like, we were right there on the front lines every season, re-leveling a character, getting it to Bale, doing the Bale runs. Like, so we had a couple people that would hit the top 10 list, and some of us were in the top 5s for classes every season. So that's copper, don't want it. Gotta be silver or higher. Like, this is probably the most danger we've been in in a while. Oop, that's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. I received a Titan scroll.
That's
Can't use it until you're level 60 though.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
10 and 10.
That spell
We'll pick it up because it's green. There's a probability that we could get another skill point out of it. But what we really need is silver. Actually, I think even silver at this point. Yeah. We're almost done with silver too.
that's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. Not ready. Can't do that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
We need one more.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't
Alright, we are done with this area. That's copper anyway. So those are all our quests. So now we just have to go back there to Crossroads. But what we're actually going to do is we are going to go run down a little bit more south. Because that guy should give us the quest to go talk to the people at, I forget what the tower is called. In Thousand Needles for the Horde. So we are level 27 and Thousand Needles, I believe, is 25. Yeah. So we are 2 levels ahead of where Thousand Needles quest lines start. And we will abandon all of our other stuff. We will go do these, like, we got to get buy a Wind Rider to Orgrimmar from the Wind Rider Master Devrak, then bring Zarga meats to, yeah, so we got to finish that stupid quest anyway. And you don't actually have to buy the Wind Rider. You can teleport directly to Orgrimmar if you wanted. And then just talk to the meat dude and he'll be like, oh, thanks. Alright, like, there it is. I was like, that guy's supposed to have a quest. No, it's this one right here. Brave Moonhorn.
Peace, friend.
Bring the urgent message to Cliff Watcher Longhorn at Free Wind Post. Oh, that's going to go down before we can get to it. Yeah, if gravity still wasn't... Ooh, be careful here. If gravity hadn't been or wasn't a thing still right now, because at one point they did an update and it messed with gravity, so you could just jump off of all cliffs and whatnot and never take fall damage. But I don't want to risk taking fall damage. Iron deposit, copper. See what I mean already? Like, that's an iron deposit. We actually want to follow the road. It can get dangerous if we don't. But iron is 125, I believe. We'll go click it real quick. It's 125 or 150 for iron. 125. And we are currently sitting at 120. Like, we literally just need 5 points. Copper, iron, iron, copper, copper. See, as you can see, like, we're already seeing a lot. Every once in a while, we might get super crazy and get, like, a mithril to pop, too. So we're headed way over here. I know we've got quests over there, but we want to get to Free Wind Post first. That way we can fly to Orgrimmar. We can turn in that quest there. On the way back, we'll stop at Crossroads and turn that in. I didn't see what ore that was, and we're now too far away from it. And this is why you stick to the road, because if we ran off the beaten path, so to speak, yeah, we'd probably run into way more mining nodes that we could look for. but we also run into things like that. And those have fear. And if you're not paying attention, those will fear you into a group of enemies and we will die. So yeah. What is you? You're 10. Sorry. Nope. Looking for silver. Silver is most likely going to be found right along this line here, along with some gold and whatnot. Gold, I believe, is like 175, 150. I think. Something like that. Look at all those quests we're about to be able to pick up, too. Nice. And we made it in time for the elevator. Great. The elevator boss. Taking out players since basically the dawn of time. Like, that's a metric I would like to know. How many people have died from the elevators in dungeons, not in dungeons, just straight up getting yeeted because they're trying to hurry, they don't pay attention, and the next thing you know, they're falling to their death. Okay. Before we pick up any more questions, show me where I can fly, please. And actually, we're not going to fly to Orgrimmar. We're going to teleport to Orgrimmar because that is the faster way to do this. Ugh. Oh, this brought us to Crossroads because we're not... Okay, that's fine. While we're here, we'll turn in this quest here. And then we will fly to Orgrimmar. Wool. Gotta keep a hold of the wool. Everything else is sellable.
Loktar.
Loktar, Rogar.
For the Horde.
And there's level 28. We'll look at the skills as we fly to Orgrimmar. Fly me to Orgrimmar, please. Okay. Skull piercer shot used with... Yeah, so this increases our damage again. So we definitely want that. Then the next one, we've got Instinct, which is a 1-minute cooldown. Instantly regenerate 40 focus and increase attack power by 40% of agility for 15 seconds. The focus so far has not been a problem for us. The attack power would be nice. Endurance increases maximum focus by 20 and focus generation by 15. Again, not a big priority for us. Crippling shot. Fire crippling shot at an enemy, reducing movement speed by 50%, knocking them off their mounts, making them unable to mount again for 5 seconds. That's good for PvP. Arrow to the knee. Damage dealt by quick shot now reduces the movement speed of enemies by 30% for 3 seconds. Can only occur once per second. Pinpoint accuracy. Critical strikes with abilities now generate 10 focus. Okay. Outlaw. Critical strike chance by 3% and hit chance with all attacks by 3%. Okay, so we like Outlaw. That might be our next one. Increases your haste rating. Definitely going to be a good one. Oaken Protection. Reduces damage taken by 50%. I'm not a big fan of cooldowns here. Arrow Stinger. Periodic damage dealt now has a 15% chance to launch a quick shot at the target. Double shot. Quick shot now has a 20% chance to fire twice. What is quick shot? Spray quiver. That's ballista shot. Archery training. Quickest shots. Compound bow. Warband. Guile Ranger. Onslaught. Okay. quick shot. The heck is quick shot? Ballista shot, skull piercer shot, precision shot. Oh, that's just our basic move. Do it. Okay, so yeah. All right, we're gonna do the transmog. We're going to do all this. We need to turn in the meats. To this dude right over here. And then we'll go to the board. Right.
I need to get closer. Speak, friend.
Then they want us to fly back to what you call it? Oh goodness gracious. Let's see. Sets. We almost have this whole set, which is pretty cool. Not that that's usable for us. Like, we're only really missing the hands, legs, and feet. Which, if you're doing the robe version, really doesn't matter. We have the entire Viper set. We have all of the Valor set. I don't like the fact that for the trolls, our feet are uncovered literally on every armor set. Like, come on, man. What's the point in having boots if your dude doesn't wear them? You know what? I'm just gonna go with this. Fly. Let's look at bows. See if we have any really cool bows yet. I mean, that's the coolest bow that we have, but it just doesn't go with our set. I think it's funny that we can turn our bow into a wand. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. Corner by filter daggers. Oh, that's got a nice little glint to it. That's a cool effect. Yeah, we'll do a double Tonto. Filter, daggers, close. Oh wait, we have this? Yo, where was that on this tree? Oh, that's a main hand only, isn't it? Whatever. We don't ever use melee weapons, but just having it like that looks pretty dope. Okay, now we get to fly out of here again. Oh wait, no. Return to the call board, return to the call board, and then we can go back to Crossroads, and then back to our normal area, our new questing zone in Thousand Needles. Ooh, did I break the game? There we go. Okay, goodness gracious. Jeez. It won't let me talk to... So something's up with the board. Because as soon as I click that, it just gets me to here. So I can't even turn in any of those quests. Okay, that was weird. Here. Bandit. There we go. Alright. We have this quest right here. That's going to take us back out to the Barrens in Crossroads, I believe. No. Yeah, I can't do the call board, so... Oh, this is here in Orgrimmar. Where? I guess he's the flight master dude. Yeah. And talk to you. And he wants us to go back to the Crossroads. Show me where I can fly. So now we go back to the Crossroads. Alright, and we've got 30 more minutes before I have to get off and get ready for work. It seems like we're leveling so slow, but honestly, compared to like what we're actually happening to do, we're leveling pretty quick. Because we started off today at 24, almost 25, and now we're 28. But like this is what people are talking about when they tell you that they had more fun playing classic old school WoW. This is what they're talking about. It wasn't this, you know, super fast leveling experience, don't really get to understand the storyline. Like if we were reading these quests, you would understand that, you know, as you're going through Dorotar, it's because you're a brand new orc and they, you know, are having to pump out, you know, more warriors because of the ongoing conflict between the Horde and the Alliance. And then you come down here to Sinjin Village and it's all run by trolls who've just recently joined the Horde. And then when you get to Orgrimmar, you find out that there's this rift between the orcs, the trolls, and the Tauren. Nobody trusts the undead. You know, it's like the more quests you do, the more you find out that there's this really deep story behind why everybody doesn't like everybody else, right? You know, the Tauren joined the Horde because they were being persecuted by the Alliance, and the undead were being killed by everybody, so, you know, they're trying to amass their own might and whatnot, and it's like every time you complete an area, you find out that there's this huge ongoing problem, essentially. Alright, we're just going to abandon this. And we're going to abandon this. Because we can't turn in any of that stuff for whatever reason.
And honor. Go.
Now we're going to Free Wind Post. But, yeah, so, I mean, it's like... And then it's the same thing for the Alliance, too, in old school vanilla. Like, you find out that the Alliance is trying to solidify their partnerships with the dwarves and the gnomes, and, you know, then Burning Crusade comes out, and you're adding in the Blood Elves and the Draenei, and all of a sudden you're throwing all of these people that have been struggling to make a commitment to everybody, and you're like, oh my god, now we're having to pull in these two new races, and they're trying to struggle out how to fit into that dynamic. then you get to Burning Crusade, and everybody's going to Northrend to stop Arthas. And so now, not only are they having the same struggle against each other, but they're having to try and slowly put aside that fight with each other to be like, that's the bad guy. That's the common enemy. We need to focus on that dude. Stop focusing on each other. And then Mr. Pandaria came out. And again, it was, we took out Arthas. So the big bad for the area is we're done. Like, we're finished. So now we can focus on fighting each other. But they had this this very tenuous treaty with each other that's like, hey, the Horde and the Alliance, we're not really going to duke it out with each other anymore. Like, we need to calm down a little bit. We need to recoup because we lost too many people during the Northwind expedition. And then this new land shows up, right? And then it becomes an arms race to who can claim dominance of this new area, which is the Missa Pandaria area, right? And so everybody is trying to claim this area for themselves, the Alliance and the Horde. Then the game kind of takes a backpedal. We go to Cataclysm, and again we have this big bad that everybody's trying to take out, which is forgive me, I can't think of his name at the moment, but he's the Earth Warden dragon, and so everybody's trying to take him out. And so now we have this common enemy again, and we're trying to cooperate, not as cohesively as we should as Horde and Alliance, but and at the time we have the Horde is going through new war chiefs because Thrall stepped away and Vol'jin took over. Then Vol'jin gets injured, and he announces that it's going to be Sylvanas because that's what the spirits have told him. And so he's taking flack for calling her out as the next war chief. Then we find out that she's really not war chief material. And I'll be honest, I don't even know who the current war chief is anymore. Like, is it Cain Bloodhoof? Like, did he take over? Has Thrall come back? Like, I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention because the last time I went back in was when the Drakthir came out. So.
Greetings, traveler.
But yeah, I mean, it has been. All right, we're gonna do the stuff that's up here in this top corner first, and like right here, we'll take the elevator down and we'll come do this kind of stuff. But and our mouse is starting to do this nonsense again, which makes about sense. We're almost to the 2 hours, so it's like every hour our mouse decides that it's just done for the day, I guess. It's something to do, I'm gonna guess, with the streaming software and the way this mod is working. So, but it's fine. Like, we're almost done for the day anyway. But yeah, so I mean, each expansion added more story, but the problem is every time you got to a new expansion, the story was less appealing to people because Blizzard was getting it to where people were just trying to quickly get through it to get to the raids, to get to the higher end dungeons, to get to mythics, and so it was like, what's the point of doing the storyline? Whereas back in vanilla, where we technically are, the Burning Crusade-esque vanilla style that we're playing right now, we honestly had more enjoyment figuring out the story, figuring out what everybody was trying to do. So now, yeah, granted, I'm not sitting here reading every quest that we're doing because, honestly, I don't mind. But, like, if you're new to the game and you're playing this version of the game, I guarantee you will get more enjoyment out of it than playing the current version of retail. And the reason for that is because you can learn the lore of why we're fighting this war between the Horde and the Lions. Why we are, you know, constantly trying to one-up the other side. Alright. So I'm also trying to keep an eye on our mini-map to find out if we get any silver deposits to spawn. But yeah, that for me, that's what makes World of Warcraft such a unique experience, is for the sole purpose of, if you want a game that is going to teach you the whys behind stuff, you really have to start with vanilla, right? And when I say vanilla, I mean before Cataclysm came in and changed the world. Copper, iron. Maybe we could grab the 10 and see if, because like we still need, we're at 120, we need 5 points. That's why I'm hoping to get silver, because that's a guaranteed point just for mining it. We'll grab this 10. Oh, that got us up to 123. If we can get one more good click, we'll be able to start doing iron.
It's too far away. That's still recharging.
There's a cave full of iron. It's right there.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I need a target.
Alright, are we done with this area? Oh, we are. We're heading that way to get the hoof.
That's still recharging.
And of course I get trapped right as he dies. As melee, this would be so difficult. Oh, it's gold. We can go figure out what gold requirement is. There's one right in front of us too, so. See what I mean though? Like, this place has so much high level ore. Yeah, 155. Once we can get iron, we'll be at 50 in no time. We need this guy. No, we don't. Not you. It's another gold vein. Dang. I just hope he's not in the stupid, bro, why does it say he's way up there? What the heck?
Cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, man, we gotta go up to, okay.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
The one time I wish we had flying mounts. Dang it. freaking iron.
Not
At least those can be used point blank. Alright. I don't remember where the elevator is. Oh, no, it's not an elevator. You have to, you have to climb up the thing. The real question is do we want to I want to see if we can find either enough tin to level up again, or if we can find at least one silver node so that we can start grabbing this iron. So, we're going to abandon doing quests for right now. I know we saw silver on this side the other day, so that's where I'm going to head. And then we'll just keep an eye out for nodes as we run. It's iron. Copper. Iron. Bunch of harpies. Worst case scenario, we can go up in here. Copper, iron. The beauty is like we're actually not having to fight for resources because there's not enough people in this server yet. To where you have a lot of people coming out here and let's see, that's all gold. God dang it. You don't have a lot of people coming out here to farm for materials. The auction house is pretty limited because of that. So really, honestly, if we wanted to make money on this server, we won't be able to do it on this guy because for whatever reason we're blocked from all that stuff. But you bring a normal character out here and you can farm for iron and copper and gold and tin and silver, and like I said, every once in a while you'll get retarded lucky and find a mithril deposit. And yeah, our mouse is getting worse now. That's copper. Iron. Yep, see, there's a mithril. Come on, just give. There's a silver vein. We're running back. Get that silver, and now we'll be able to hit up all the iron we want.
I'm out of range.
So now, like, we can go. See, that's an iron deposit right up here behind this rock. Ooh, come on, get up the hill. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted to move real quick. So yeah, that just jumped us up to 129 by getting that silver and the um, iron that we just picked up. But now, like, you can run by, and if it's iron or copper, or not iron, if it's iron, silver, we can do those until we get to 155, in which case we can start picking up all the gold. And then I think it's 175. You know what? Let's see, how much health does this dude have? 740. Yeah, he doesn't have that much health. Come on, get within range. Get within range. Dang it. Alright, whatever. That elite can get away from us for the day. But yeah. Because, like, now, our mining is at 132. And if we can get to 155, we can start doing gold. And then it's either 225 or 175 that Mithril falls under. And if I had to make an absolute guess on that, it's going to be the 175 or the 225 for Mithril. I think, since 300 is cap on any profession. Can't do that yet. It's copper, don't care for it. Alright. I want to pick up, let's see, how much iron do I have right now? 9, along with the 2 silver that we picked up. And our bag's already almost full again. Good lord. Do we have any more wool? 19. What are you? Engineering? Meh. Yeah. This guy's a quest. I don't know for what, but he is a quest. That's more iron. Because we're in 1,000 needles, we're going to be able to basically immediately be able to go straight into gold. Like, if we really wanted to do a thing, we could go back over where we were, where all that iron was, and just do the iron. How much? So yeah, see how silver won't give us any points anymore? It's blacked out. That also means that we need to pull out this guy. We can now get expert miner, which puts us up to 200, I believe. Go to recipes, smelt iron. And now iron, you'll notice, is... Oop, wrong one. Is only yellow. But that's because we just need to get to 155 to start picking up gold. And we're at 141 already. So I think we grab one more node and then we can teleport to sell and smelt this stuff down and we'll be able to get gold. Oh. Okay. That's all done, so we're actually going to go ahead and hearth back to Crossroads. Because our mouse is still giving us fits, which I hate. But it is what it is. It's going to definitely be a latency issue with the game. Really, the way to check that is I'll probably stream a different game tomorrow just to double check the issues that we're having with the mouse. See if it's the fact that we're multi-streaming plus trying to run a game. If that's not the case, then it is 100% the game's issue. And the only way to fix it is going to be, you know, every hour or so when it starts up doing that crap, is to log all the way out of the game, log back into the game, which is going to be really infuriating. Hopefully it's an issue that they can patch. Ooh, no, we want to keep silk because I have a feeling that's going to be after wool. Alright. Click here. Create all. And smelting these should level us as well. There's 156. We can now do gold. Alright. And now we're not going to get any more XP. We got up to 162. And we need gold now. Come down here. Create all. Scroll back up here. Because we're going to be able to do those. Come on. We should be able to make at least 2. Yeah. And this will get us up to, yeah. 129. And it leveled us. Nice. Expert tailor now. Recipes. Yep, what'd I tell you? Silk is going to be the next one. Alright, we leveled up. We want to get... Allows your periodic damage overtime effects to benefit from haste. Venom hide shots, no. Archery mastery. Critical strikes with quick shot generates an additional archery point. I like that. Spread shot, fire set, nope. I like this one. What is this one? Additionally increases range haste by 15% of agility. We'll get that one first, and then we'll get this one. Because the one we just got gives us Forest Adept, which increases our melee, and range haste is increased by 10%. So, all right. What were we talking about? Okay, so we can get to gold now, which is fun. Yay. But spider suit. So yeah, we need bolts of silk cloth, right? So we can make 2 of those. The problem we're going to run into right now, though, is we don't have anything cheap to make with silk yet. that requires spider's silk. Same thing with this. That requires a whole bunch of crap. That requires a whole bunch of crap. And that requires... Actually, this would be the easiest one to make, but it requires the elixirs of wisdom, which is meh. So we just need spider's silk. And I'll have to look up where we can buy spider silk. Okay, yeah, and we're really starting to have some issues with lag.
Talk to me.
Because he does not sell it. Hold on to you. We can sell the silver ore. We can sell the iron bars.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Stay away from the voodoo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it because I'm not going to sit here and deal with logging back out because our mouse is being stupid. And again, I think it's a latency issue with the game, not our streaming software. At least I hope that's the case. So we got to level 29. Almost did 6 full levels today. 5 levels. That's actually really good, since we can't do dungeons and get all that boosted XP. We've filled out the tree a little bit more. We're doing a ton of damage. We've taken out several packs of elites with really no problem, even though I was sweating bullets over here. We've made it to the 1,000 needles. Hold on. It's not letting me click on it. 1,000 needles. So we've got all the quests that we need to do here. Plus, this is going to give us access to gold now, which will help us get up to where we can start mining mithril, so that when we get to Tanaris, we can get more iron and mithril here. And then Ungaro Crater is basically nothing but mithril. So we are moving and grooving on our way to hitting max level with at least mining now. As far as tailoring goes, we need to figure out where we can get spider silk as well as silk cloth so we can get all that fun stuff going. So outside of that, guys, I will catch you in tomorrow's stream. I believe I close tomorrow at work. I have to double check because they haven't posted the schedule yet. But as soon as I know what the schedule is, we will definitely be streaming tomorrow, unless for whatever reason I'm working a weird mid shift. But I intend to stream 2 hours a day. That's both on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you can catch me on both. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe or follow. That lets me know that you enjoy it. If there's a different class or race that you think I should be playing, please let me know in the comment section below. I do read all the comments, okay?